Loyalty is earned, not demanded. Welcome once again to JV Matters, where we talk about football. I'm your host, Coach Lowry. Today, we are continuing our series on loyalty. So let's get started. One of the biggest mistakes leaders make is believing that loyalty comes with the title. It doesn't. Everybody thinks that just because you are the president, or that you are the leader, the commander, or whatever, that you're in charge, that you automatically get loyalty. You don't. I've seen and heard, and you watch movies all the time, that the quarterback gets smashed because he does something wrong or something like that, and he thinks he gets the loyalty of the team. He doesn't. Just because you're the head coach doesn't automatically make people loyal to you. Just because you're a captain doesn't automatically earn respect. Just because you're the oldest player on the team doesn't mean others will follow you. Loyalty isn't handed out. It's not like something that's not like a piece of paper because you became the captain that you get a piece of paper that says loyalty. Everybody, and they pass it out to the team that you have to be loyal to that person. It's not that way. Loyalty is earned. This is where one of the biggest problems with individuals is the demand for loyalty. They demand respect. They demand loyalty. You can't demand it because who are you? Just because you're in that position doesn't mean you demand it. You can't demand anything. You have to earn it. You have to earn the respect of your team. You have to earn the respect of your peers. You have to earn the respect of people above you and below you. They may respect the position, and they should respect the position, but they don't have to respect you. Now I know people are probably yelling at the computer screen. They're yelling at me. That's not true. You have to da 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 da. You have to respect me. You have to respect the person. You have to No, you don't. It's not true. So I'm going to pause here a second until you're finished yelling at me and until you're finished yelling at the computer screen. Okay. Are you finished? Over the years, I've learned that players are always watching. They're watching how you handle adversity. They're watching how you treat the backup players. They're watching how you respond to a loss, even how you respond to a win. They're watching how you talk to other coaches when they're not in the locker room. And then they're asking themselves this question: can I trust this person? Because loyalty is built on trust. Without trust, loyalty doesn't last very long. As a coach, we often ask players to trust us. We ask them to believe in the system. We're giving them a system to play. Every coach has their own system. Every head varsity coach has their own system. When they get hired on as a head varsity coach, they have a system. I've coached in several different football coaches under coaches, and each one has had their own system. I've had to learn different systems. But you have to, as an assistant coach, JV head coach, you have to learn that system and you have to believe in that system. You have to get your players to believe in that system, even if you don't believe in that system. You have to learn to believe in it and trust in that system. We ask them to accept the coaching. We ask them to put the team first. Those are fair expectations, aren't they? But we also have to earn their trust. So if you don't believe in the system, how can you get their trust? Because when you're sitting there coaching the system and you sit there and you're like, there's a little bit of hesitation when you're sitting there coaching that system. Like, I don't know if I quite believe in that system. You have to believe in it. System I'm in now, I believe it wholeheartedly. It's a perfect system. Works perfect for our kids. Our talent level works. It fits perfect into it. We can adjust our talent to fit that system. It works perfect. We earn it by being consistent. We earn it by being honest, by treating players fairly, by holding everyone to the same standard, by holding each coach to the same standard. Everybody across the board. Players handle hard coaching. They can handle it. In fact, many of them want the hard coaching. What they struggle with is inconsistency. If one player is held accountable and another one isn't, they notice that. If your standards change depending on who the player is, they notice that. In your words, if your words don't match your actions, they notice that too. Your athletes are smarter than you sometimes give them credit for. Oh yeah, we may say, "Oh my gosh, they're not going to get this," but they'll get it. Definitely don't say that on the field to them or near them, but they'll get it. They understand it. It might take a little bit longer, but they'll get it. They're smarter than you think they are. They can tell the difference between authority and leadership. Coaches have the leaders. Coaches have to be the leaders on the field and off the field. The same principle applies to assistant coaches. They have to follow the head coach. They have to have the head coach's backing, as well as the head coach has to back up the assistant coaches. A head coach shouldn't expect loyalty simply because he's in charge. He earns it by listening, by communicating, by supporting his staff, by giving credit when it's deserved, by taking responsibility when things don't go well. I do that all the time. You have to learn to do that. The best head coaches I've known never had to demand loyalty. It's inspired. Players earn loyalty too. The teammate who encourages others, he's earning loyalty. The player who stays after practice to help clean up, he's earning loyalty. The athlete who works just as hard when no one is watching, he's earning loyalty. Those are the people who naturally want to follow. Not because they were told to, but because they earned it. One of the greatest compliments a coach can receive isn't another trophy. Oh yeah, who doesn't want the trophies, right? But that's not what they're looking for a lot of times, especially at the JV level or the freshman level. It's when a former player comes back years later and says, "Coach, thank you. I didn't always understand what you were teaching me back then, but I do now." That isn't just respect, that's loyalty that was built over time. In today's world, people often look for shortcuts. They want instant respect, they want instant trust, instant influence. But you're not going to get it. Trust me, you're just not going to get it. You have to earn it. It comes over time. Football teaches us that none of those things happen overnight. Trust is earned one practice at a time. Respect is earned one decision at a time. Loyalty is earned one relationship at a time. You, as a coach and player, will make mistakes. It's in your DNA. You're going to make them. You're going to make mistakes all the time. But it's also how you respond and act after you make those mistakes. Did you own up to them or not? As a coach, our job isn't just to build better football players. It's to become the kind of leader that players choose to follow, not because they have to follow, but because they want to. Players don't have to follow the captain on the team or the leader on the team. He wants to follow that leader because that leader is leading by example. He's not taking shortcuts. He's leading in the weight room. He's leading in the field, on the field. He's leading off the field. He's leading in the classroom. His grades are up. His grades are where they need to be. So in closing, if you're a coach, don't ask yourself, why aren't my players more loyal? Ask yourself, what am I doing every day to earn their trust? Because loyalty isn't demanded, it's earned. And the strongest teams aren't built on leaders who understand the difference. Thanks for tuning in. If you're liking this series, please leave comments below, share with your friends and families who think could benefit from this episode and the others, and hit the bell so you don't miss any more of this episode or this series. I'll catch you on the next episode of JV Matters, and you all have an outstanding day.